I talk a lot about sobriety, success, entrepreneurship, developing skills, having dreams in life, goals, working towards things. But it wasn't always that way. For over 25 years, I was addicted to IV heroin, smoking crack on a daily basis, drinking alcohol every single day, plus doing whatever pills I could get my hand on, smoking weed, K2 like a broke stove, doing everything I could to try to escape the person that I was. No matter how many drugs I did, I could just never escape. I could never get out of my own way. I caused a lot of pain, destruction, trauma to not only myself, to friends, family. I hurt a lot of people. My life was an absolute disaster for a long, long time. Just about 4 years ago, I was homeless, eating out of garbage cans, dumpsters, scrounging up whatever money I could. I was on crutches, infection in my ankle that was killing me. Turned out when I got sober, I had Hep C. I had shingles all over my head. I had stage 3 liver fibrosis, stage 3 liver disease, type of fibrosis in my liver. I was an absolute mess. I didn't have any good relationships in my life. I didn't have any positive, empowering people in my life. Everybody in my life was negative. Was all about either getting drugs, getting money, scheming, manipulating. Nobody in my life was good for me. But there was somebody there. Somebody always there for me. And that was God. God made himself evident to me. When I truly called out for God, truly broke down, truly got to that point where it was time. It was time for me to end that life I was living, get sober, and become the best version of myself. Now, it didn't happen overnight, and I'm nowhere near the best version of myself. But it's an ideal that I'm aware of and I work towards every single fucking day. Over the past 4 years, man, I've been able to attain some great things in my life, some great people in my life, some great relationships in my life that have rocketed me forward to the point I'm at today. A grateful, recovering addict that strives every day to be the best version of himself. I say all this because, listen, I come from the gutter. I come from the streets, homeless. I was one of them street drug addicts. I lived in the streets. I didn't have a home to go to. I didn't have family to go to. I've been out on my own since 16 years old. I made an absolute mess of my life. Drugs and alcohol were more important than anything. And they were the sole purpose of my life. Up until about 4 years ago. Till I had a spiritual experience. God showed me another way to live. And since that day forward, I decided to start believing in myself. To have faith in myself. To have faith in God. To have faith in recovery. And don't get me wrong. A lot of days, it's not easy staying sober. It's not. I'm not going to tell anybody it's easy. But it's doable. It's possible. If you can continue to stay sober. Continue to keep working on yourself. Continue to put the 1 foot forward and just keep moving forward. You can achieve anything in this life. I guarantee it. Since I got sober, like I said, I was homeless before. We live in a beautiful house now. I have my soulmate in my life I found in recovery. Started businesses. I got a t-shirt brand. We have a podcast. We have an outreach where we go out and, we feed and clothe the less fortunate. We advocate for recovery. We're making a positive impact in this world. I'm making a positive impact in this world. It's because I put my recovery first and I keep doing the next right thing. I don't know where you are in your journey, whether you're thinking about sobriety, you're questioning yourself, but I'm living proof that recovery is possible. Freedom from addiction is possible. I'm living proof that a homeless drug addict who totally ruined his life can turn it around, can make things happen, can impact others in a positive, inspirational way, because I do it every day. This addiction stuff, it only ends a few different ways. Jails, institutions, death. Or you can get sober. Start living the life God intended you to live. But you gotta have faith. You gotta believe in yourself. And you gotta start taking action on a daily, consistent basis towards the life that you want to live. There's no better time to start acting like the person you truly want to be than today. Start believing in yourself. You were meant to do great things in this world. And I believe you will. Get sober. Start living life. Let's get it, baby.